Long, long ago, in a peaceful African village called Oakhaven, there stood a well unlike any other. It looked ordinary, built of red stones and climbing vines, but this well never ran dry. Even when the rivers turned to dust and the trees lost their green, Oakhaven's well still gave clear, cool water. Villagers from far and near came to fetch it, calling it a gift from the ancestors. But among them was one boy, Kene, a curious child who could never stop asking questions. One evening, he asked the elders, "Why does our well never dry?" The elders smiled, their eyes shining with secrets. Some questions, they said, belong to the spirit. But Kene could not rest. His heart was full of wonder. Late one night, when the moon was round and silver, Kene took a small lantern and crept to the well. The village slept. Only the crickets sang in a warm wind. He leaned over the edge and peered into the deep, dark water. At first, he saw only darkness. Then, a soft blue glow rose from the depths below. The water began to whisper, like wind in the trees, "Water for the kind, water for the pure." Kene stumbled back, his heart pounding like a drum. But the voice was kind, not frightening. At sunrise, Kene ran to Mama Odu, the oldest woman in the village. "Mama, Mama," he cried. "I heard a voice from the well." Mama Odu looked at him quietly, then nodded slowly. "My child," she said, "you have seen the spirit of our ancestors." She sat beside his fire and began to tell an ancient story. "Many, many years ago," she said, "Oakhaven faced a terrible drought. The sun burned the land, the rivers turned to dust, the people were weak with thirst. Then came Adaeze, a humble woman with a heart full of kindness. One hot afternoon, a stranger came to her hut, thirsty, tired, and weak. She looked at her last cup of water and gave it to him. That night, Adaeze walked to the dry riverbed and lifted her hands to the stars. "Great Spirit, if my heart is pure, let water return to my people." Suddenly, the earth trembled beneath her feet. A breeze rose from nowhere. Then, with a burst, water sprang from the ground where she knelt. The villagers woke, shouting for joy, then ran, danced, and sang around the new spring. But when they looked for Adaeze, she was gone. Only the well remained, flowing endlessly beneath the moonlight. Mama Odu finished her tale softly. "As long as Oakhaven stays kind, the well shall never dry." Kene nodded slowly, understanding at last. Many years passed. Kene grew older and wiser. The village prospered, and the well kept flowing. One season, a rich merchant from a faraway town visited. He heard about the magical well and became greedy. He said, "If I own that well, I can sell water to all the lands around." He offered the villagers gold and silver, but they refused. "The well is not for sale," they said. "It belongs to all." The merchant was angry. So one night, he and his men came secretly with tools and torches. They planned to dig deeper to find its hidden source. As soon as they struck the stones, a strange wind howled through the village. The ground shook, the men screamed. The torches blew out. When the villagers arrived, they found no sign of the merchant, only his heart floating on the water. From that night onward, no one ever tried to touch the well again. As time went on, The people of Oakhaven taught their children to fetch water with gratitude and share it freely. Every evening, as the sun turned gold behind the hills, the villagers gathered by the well. They sang songs of Adaeze and told the story of our sacrifice. And when travelers came and asked, "Why does your well never dry?" the children would smile and answer softly, "Because kindness never runs dry." And so, my dear listener, remember this: the true secret of Oakhaven's well is not hidden in the earth, but in the heart of those who give without expecting return. For when the heart is kind, life itself will keep flowing, just like the well that never dries. Moral lesson: kindness is the true source of everlasting blessings. What we give from the heart never runs out, it multiplies.